Hey everybody, my name is Christoph, and I'd like to welcome you here. Doing a live stream, going to be doing a live stream for a couple of hours. Let's see what's going to be happening, who's out there. I've been doing these live streams more often lately, just to see kind of who's interested in getting readings. I actually have a Fiverr account, which I do tarot card readings professionally. And I thought, it'd be fun. I can kind of take everybody through the reviews and that sort of stuff that I have here. Maybe we can do some tarot card readings live. I am ready for your readings at any time. Anybody that happens to be, um, you know, on here, happy to do free sample readings. Going to be doing free sample readings for the next 2 hours. But let's go through. Let's talk about my Fiverr account. And so I'm really this is not paid sponsorship. Fiverr's not paying me to do this, although I am doing this in conjunction with my live business here with my Fiverr tarot card reading business. So I'm a tarot card reader. I'm also intuitive. Let's take a look at my account here. Would love to show you guys kind of what I have going on with my account here. And there we go. And if you want a free reading from me, you can just type it in, subscribe, and type it in on the side there. And yeah, I'm happy to give sample readings today. To anybody who subscribes and writes in a thing when you're doing sample readings. But until somebody goes ahead and types something in there, I'm going to go through my account. So I'm on Fiverr at the current time. Been on Fiverr for a while. I'm actually ranked pretty high on here, and this is the way my profile page would look. And let's go through kind of some of the reviews and stuff that I've gotten on here. And once again, I'm more than happy to do free sample readings for anybody who's watching this live stream. All you have to do is be subscribed or subscribe and type in your question, and I'll do a live reading for you right here. I got my cards ready. I got my cards ready. But let's read some of the reviews that I've been getting. This person says, wow, oh my God, I'm at a loss for words. Seller, without knowing anything about a few people I brought into the reading, was spot on. He's truly intuitive. He picked up on a guy that he described as very laid back, spot on. Many things the guide said gave me goosebumps. There is no doubt he is gifted. Highly recommended. That's so nice. I actually, you know what, haven't actually gone through and read these. Look at this person wrote two. Look at all these. Three really positive. That's wild. What is this organized? Most relevant. It's organized to. Let's read another one this person wrote, and then we'll move on to the other ones. Um, and this is my Fiverr profile, everybody. I do tarot card readings, and I'm here on here live. If you want a free sample reading, I'm doing a 3 card sample reading. All you got to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel and write in your question in the chat box. Let's see what are some of the other reviews. This is the same person. They said this guide is just an amazing person. Period. He gives great advice. He is spot on regarding how he reads situations and people. He mentioned me moving if possible, or wondered if I lived in a small town. I do, a very small town in Ohio near Lake Erie, and I wish I could move, but feel trapped because I still have daughters in college who depend on me. Um, such great kind of comments here. What is it? I can't wait to check out his meditation videos on YouTube. Oh yeah, that's cool. We're live streaming this on YouTube right now. Cool. Yeah, I do have meditation videos and a lot of cool videos on here. And this person says that they would say 100% he reads everything very well. Also, he is helping people, and they've been open about some of her struggles, and feel so much better after he reads about my struggles. Many thanks. And we do have somebody here, new subscriber. Hey, how's it going? The mysterious girl. I see you're here on, and I'm just here on Fiverr. I'm doing free readings today. So if you've subscribed, go ahead, write a question, and I'm ready to go here. I'll give you a 3 card sample reading. And I'm just on here, YouTube live streaming, telling people about my Fiverr profile, fiverr.com/rchristoff. I do tarot card readings. I'm just reading through some of the positive comments. I actually haven't had a chance to look at them. These are all the different gigs that I'm currently offering on Fiverr. And yeah, I'm just reading through some of the. It's been a while since I've actually gone through here and read some of these. If you do have a question, just go ahead and type it in. You have to subscribe to write me a question. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Another Robert, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Robert, for liking and subscribing. If you do have a question, I'll do a sample 3 card reading for you. Once again, I'm just taking a look at my reviews right now while I wait for some questions to come in. Let's see, this person. Christoph readings always resonate with what's going on in the month ahead. They must have gotten a month ahead reading. That's one of the readings that I offer. Amazing at what he's able to pick up when certain cards show up. You may question, how is that energy going to play out? And then as the month goes on, you see exactly how it plays out. Wow. Thank you as always. Ooh, we got a question from Robert. Okay, a Robert. Hey, Robert. Um, do I see Adam will offer you the job? We're gonna do this as a this is a sample reading of this is just a quick 3 card reading. If you do want a more detailed reading, you can go to fiverr.com/rchristoff, and my readings start at $5 US, and I'll go into much more detail. But let's do this sample reading for you. Let's see if Adam will offer you the job. Now, my question is, have you asked for the job yet? Or are you just waiting for Adam to offer to you? Let's see what the cards say. The first card that we have here is the Lovers card. Ooh, well, that's interesting. Now, this might not be relation to lovers. We are asking about career right now. So the Lovers card actually represents a partnership. So I would say yes, they're probably gonna offer you the job. They might not be in love with you though. I'm sorry. Maybe they are. But in regards to this, especially during a job reading, this does say a partnership. So I do think that this is going to go your way. We also have the Knight of Wands, which represents kind of moving into action, okay, and being able to move forward with knowledge. That's what the wand represents. Yeah, I guess you don't want them to be in love with you. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. This represents holding on. So I think you need to hold on, hope for this thing. I think you definitely need to follow up with them if you don't hear from them for a little bit. But the fact that we got the Lovers card, so there's 2 cards in the tarot that are similar. So we got the Lovers. We also have the Two of Cups, and the Two of Cups is a similar thing. It's kind of a relationship card. It's kind of like a partnership card. Okay. But depending on what you pull the card for, in this case, we're asking about a job. No, it's not about falling in love. But what it is, it's definitely about teaming up. It's definitely about some sort of partnership. So I do think that that's going to be working your way. And we get the mysterious girl has a question. So your partner, you want to know why he left you for the other person. What was the reason? Okay, well, this is a complicated question. I will say this, mysterious girl. This is a complicated question. It might require a more. Thanks, Robert. This might require a more detailed reading, but we're going to do a sample 3-card reading for you. Okay. We're going to see. And I will say this, sometimes people are idiots. Sometimes people are just not smart people and they make the wrong decisions. But let's see what the cards have to say about this. And I'm sorry to hear about it. The first card that we have here is the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups essentially represents having something, okay, and taking it for granted. Essentially, what we have here is there's a cloud, a hand from the universe, presenting a gift to this person who's sitting under the tree, and you can see that their arms are crossed, okay, and it looks like they're ignoring the gift. So I do think right off the bat, the first card is talking about. Um, Basically ignoring the gift handed to them by the universe, okay? Taking somebody and something for granted, okay? That's the first thing that I'm seeing. That's just one card. We're getting way more details than what I normally get from a sample reading. Wow, we get the Knight of Wands. We just got this card. I shuffled the deck. Wow, okay, so the Knight of Wands basically represents them moving forward with knowledge. That's interesting. But let's take a look at the third card. Didn't we? I feel like we just got these cards. Wild. This doesn't. I shuffled the deck. The next card that we have here is holding on. So basically, what I'm seeing here, as far as this card with the third card, with the first card that we have here, this one's basically talking about how it basically took you for granted, didn't realize how good they had it. They moved forward thinking they knew what they were doing. Now, here's the problem: the sense that I'm feeling from this is, for whatever reason, you are still holding on to this scenario. That's what this last card is talking about. So my intuition is telling me that they were foolish. They were foolish. They definitely did not make the right decision. They didn't realize what they had while they had it. Oh, somebody just said hello, hi. Um, but no, they simply didn't understand who you were, how much you meant, and I think they're regretting it. I think they're regretting it. Um, that's what I'm picking. That's all I can do for the sample reading. But yeah, I honestly think that they didn't know what they had with you. They didn't realize it. And you know what? You're destined to be with somebody better. I do think that that influence and that partner is gone, and I do think that you're destined for somebody much better who respects you and really understands your value, because that other person did not understand your value at all. Um, we got another question here. Will you get the government banking job this year? Okay, we're gonna do this as a sample reading. Once again, this is just a simple sample reading, okay? If you want a full reading, go to fiverr.com/rchristoff. But let's pull 3-card sample reading here. And even if you get a 3-card reading from my Fiverr account, I do go in more depth, more detail. But these are just sample readings. Let's take a look at this. Of course, the question is, will you get the government banking job this year? The first card that we have here is the Hierophant, and this basically represents tradition, traditional. It represents following rules, and of course, if you're working for the government, you're going to be following some rules. The next card that we have here is the Magician, and this card actually talks about manifesting your future, manifesting your reality. So, what this is telling me is that you do have everything needed to bring this into existence, to make this happen. Let's take a look at the third card. The third card that we have here is the Two of Pentacles, which talks about juggling multiple responsibility. So I do see that this is not going to be easy to achieve. You're going to be juggling multiple responsibilities and things in order to make this happen. But I do think the fact that we got Hierophant, which represents tradition, we got the Magician, I think you can manifest this. I think this is something that you can make happen. Note that I have meditation videos on my YouTube channel. Okay, so check out one of those And you can take one of my meditation videos, listen to the music, and just think in your head. They will hire you. You can manifest this just through thought. Everything in our world, and that's the fun part. Everything in our world started out in somebody's head with somebody's imagination, and then they willed it into existence. This table, somebody designed this table. This was just something that somebody drew and then they built it, right? You can make this happen for you. You can make this happen. If you'd like more details, though, something to note, if you do want more details about your career path and what's going to be happening on Fiverr, I actually offer career readings. Now, beyond being a tarot card reader, I also run two successful businesses, been doing that for 20 years. The tarot card reading is something that I do, I have a skill for. But I work in business. I have a lot of business skills. So I can do a more career related tarot card reading for you if you do want kind of more things. We're just waiting for people. And yeah, I'm going to go back to what I was doing. I'm reading all the nice things people say about me on my Fiverr account. So these are the different gigs that I offer. I do a standard reading gig. I do a love reading gig. I do a yes or no reading gig. I do a career reading a month ahead. And I also do live readings over Zoom if you want to talk to me personally. Let's see another review. Let's see a review from this one. Um, Now they're amazed by the tarot reading. I'll just read it. I usually hire somebody else, but this person was on vacation. I was definitely not expecting such a great reading when I ordered. I'll definitely buy again. Bless your soul. Were they not expecting such a great reading because the person they normally order from isn't as good? I don't get it. I don't know. And those of you that are just logging in here, I'm doing free readings today for the next couple hours. I'm going to be doing sample readings, so you can get a reading from me right here live on YouTube. And of course, if you do want a more in-depth reading, go to fiverr.com/rchristoff. And this is what I'm promoting right now. I'm promoting myself, but in no way is this a paid sponsorship by Fiverr. Fiverr's not paying me to say the things I'm saying about their platform. Let's take a look at the next review we have here. This is a reading I did for somebody in the Netherlands. Wow, this is by far the best reading I've had so far. You're not only kind and funny, but you also told me things I needed to hear instead of things I wanted to hear. And that's something that's really important for me when I do readings is to help you move forward. I don't want to just tell you what you want to hear. I want to actually help you move forward in a positive way in your life. And then they said, "Thank you so much. Definitely order again." This is so nice. I actually haven't had time to um, wow, I get so many positive readings from this or positive reviews from this one person. Um, let's see. My second reading with this guide, and also um, a lot of information I received. I love the videos and how things are explained to me. I strongly feel the reader is a great one, explains things in a way that no one else, and a joy overall to bring my worries and concerns to him. I will get the guidance I need. Thank you. These comments are so nice. Anybody that's just joining in right now, I'm just going through all the positive reviews on my 5. Hello, and I got a deck here. If you subscribe, I'll do a sample reading, a 3-card sample reading for you. Now, of course, it won't be as in-depth as the readings that I give on fiverr.com/rchristoff, but you can get a sample reading today. Just subscribe, and you can write in the chat on the side. Let's look at the next review I have here. All these reviews, so many every review's 5 stars. It seems. Wow, one of the best readings I've ever had. Oh my god, that's so nice of them. Um, the answers Christoph gave pretty much lined right up with other trusted readers, what other trusted readers have told me, which was affirming. Thank you, Christoph. I'll be back. There's something that's interesting is that you can get readers. If you go on the Fiverr platform, there's hundreds of tarot card readers, And the weird part about it is I find that a lot of the things that I predict for people, the other readers predict very similar things, and I guess, that means I'm good, hopefully. Let's keep going. I actually haven't gone through all of these, but everybody's so nice with their reviews. Let's take a look at this one. Christoph, you have confirmed my thoughts about his fear. I think his former girlfriend hurt him, so he is very complicated with distance as well. Let's see what happens in the future. I'll come back. Wow, looks like I really confirmed something for that one and this one. Oh, here we go. I would say it's 100% all true what you said, bang on. Uh, then I think my thoughts were right to take the decision for it to happen. Thank you a ton. So many positive readings. I'm just going through showing you guys my Fiverr account while I'm waiting for people on the stream. I'm right here. I'm live right now. I'm doing free readings here. If you would like if you want a free sample reading, you just gotta subscribe. You just gotta subscribe. And I'm going through all the reviews, all the nice reviews about my tarot card reading. Let's keep going here. Somebody from Canada. He was wonderful, answered all my questions thoroughly, made sure to cover every topic I wanted to hit. I will be coming back to him for all my psychic readings going forward. Wow, so many great reviews here. How many great reviews do I have? Does it say? Wow, 894 5-star ratings. Wow. And something to note too, if you look over on the left-hand side, it says people keep coming back. Okay. Our Christoph has exceptional number of repeat buyers, and I do have a lot of loyal buyers here. People keep returning to our Christoph. It's a good sign that Christoph delivers quality work. People enjoy working with them. Yes, I do have a lot of regular people coming back. And if you're watching this live stream right now, I'm doing free tarot card readings, free sample readings. All you got to do is subscribe, and you can type in the chat, type in a question. I'll give you a free reading. And until then, I'm going to keep going through my account and telling you all about the services that I offer and reading these positive reviews. Here we go. Here's another one. Christoph gave me exactly what I need to hear, and in truth, it was compassionate and straightforward enough to help me understand and see my own pitfalls in my situation. As a reader myself, ooh, this person was another reader. I endorse Christoph as the real deal. Wow. Communication was on point and I got the advice I needed. Thank you. Wow, that person's so nice. And they're also intuitive. They're another reader. And if you log into my Fiverr, like if you log into Fiverr and visit my account here, and of course the account is Fiverr.com, and you can see at the bottom of the screen, Fiverr.com/rchristoph. You can actually go in and even watch some of these readings that I have. Like you can go in and the people who've posted these readings into the portfolio, you can actually watch the readings that I've done. You can read the positive feedback and then actually watch the reading that I did. Here we go. Here's another one. I've gotten a reading done by Christoph a few times, and he's absolutely wonderful. I will continue to order readings as long as I can. I can't recommend him enough. I feel so lucky to have found him. Wow, these things, such positive reviews here for my tarot readings. And of course, I am, for those of you joining us, I'm doing free readings today, and I'm just killing time by reading my positive reviews. If you do want a free sample reading, I'm doing 3 card sample readings for the next couple hours. Okay. Just subscribe to my YouTube channel, type in a question, and I will do a reading for you. But until then, I'm going to keep reading the positive reviews. Um, Here we go. What's this one? Excellent reading. First time working with this seller. Christoph far exceeded my expectations. I purchased a 3 card reading with 3 card clarification. I needed some clarification and direction. Christoph gives top value for price. I will definitely work with him in the future. Highly recommended. All right. Where are you guys? I see there's a bunch of people on the live stream. I'm answering questions today for free. So go ahead, type in a question. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel. What else are people saying about me? Amazing reading by Christoph. He actually came to me out of the blue, and I strongly feel it was a warning to save me from a particular situation. Thank you so much. One more here. Christoph picked up some things in the reading that I had not provided information about. I found it astonishing. Other than that, he used uh, his intuitiveness to give a profound answer to my question. Thank you. And yeah, for those of you just joining us right now, I'm actually doing live readings, free live readings. All you got to do is subscribe to my channel and ask me a question, and I'll do a 3 card reading for you right here on the live stream. And while I wait for another question to come in, I'm showing off my Fiverr account because I offer my readings as a paid service here on Fiverr. And I got a variety of different readings, and I'm just going through some of the positive reviews. All right. Who wants to take me up on getting a free reading right now? Normally, I have to pay for my readings on Fiverr. I'm doing free sample readings right now for the next hour and a half or so. Let's take a look at more of the positive reviews I got here. All right. This person says, second reading, loved it again. This describes me well, and it will all make sense. I can easily understand the reading. Well, that's something else too. Some people say I speak clearly. Ooh, how many questions can I ask? Well, you know what? You can ask another one because nobody. I got a bunch of people logged into this stream. It looks like people are logging in and out, but yeah, you can ask another one if you want. Oh, there's a new person. Hello. And once again, I'm doing live readings. You just gotta, I'm right here. There's my deck. Doing live tarot readings. All you have to do is ask me a question. Be happy to answer. Doing sample readings today. But while I wait for somebody to type a question, I'm doing really well. Thank you. Thank you very much. While I'm waiting for somebody to type in a question, I'm going through my positive reviews on Fiverr. Oh, here's a question. We got a question. Okay. From Karen. Will we be a positive marriage? Of course, I assume you're talking about you and your current partner. I'm going to do a sample 3 card reading. We're going to see what it says. If you will have a positive marriage. Let's find out, Karen. I'm going to do this as a 3 card sample reading. Now, if you get the reading on fiverr.com/rchristoph, they start at $5. They go up from there, but I usually there's more detail in those readings, but we're gonna give you an answer to your question. Will you have a positive marriage? Now note, I read the cards as they appear. I don't sugarcoat things. I read these cards honestly. Okay. So hopefully this is a positive reading. Okay. The first card we have here is the world. Yes, it's so positive. Okay, so the world basically represents good things. It represents the universe being behind this marriage. Let's look at the next card. We have the King of Cups. This is actually really excellent. This represents somebody who is very in control of their emotions. It represents somebody who makes logical yet emotional decisions, but this person is very calm and kind and not the type of person who flies off the handle and gets angry. I don't know whether or not that's you or your partner or maybe both of you. And the third card that we have here, ooh, this is the Five of Wands, and this represents competition. But what it actually represents is friendly competition. And what this is saying to me is yes, I do think that it's going to be a positive marriage. I think that both of you are going to be fair to each other, especially in relation to decision making. I think you're both going to be making decisions together, which you don't often see in some relationships. But here's the thing with your relationship. The two of you are going to be competitive. Okay. Now, being competitive isn't necessarily a bad thing. In a sense, what this card is telling me is that the both of you will be working kind of competitively, but your goal is to help each other be the best version of the people that you can be. And you'll be competing for the best life, but together. Okay. Building the best life together. So I do think it's a positive marriage. We've got another question here. Will you come back? What does he currently feel? Will he come back? What does he currently feel? Let's find out. You're welcome, Karen. Will A come back? What is he currently feeling? Let's see. Once again, these are sample readings. If you get a reading from me on fiverr.com/rchristoph, I will go into quite a bit more detail. I'm a tarot card reader. I'm also intuitive. I'll put more of my intuitive energy into the Fiverr reading to get you more info. But here on YouTube, because we're doing sample readings, I'm not gonna push as hard, but gonna give you answers nonetheless. So we basically have we start here with the Five of Cups, okay? And the Five of Cups basically represents loss, the feeling of loss and sadness. So right now, this reading is very tuned into your question, because you're still feeling the loss of this situation, okay? But something to note about this card is even though three cups have fallen over, two cups are still standing up. It's all about your perspective. If this person in the card simply turns around and looks behind them, they see that there's more opportunity there. And I do think both of you are feeling sad about this situation. I do think both of you still have emotions there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next card. The next card we have here is the Chariot, and what the Chariot basically represents is getting in that driver's seat and making something happen. So, what this card is telling me is that yes, he's feeling sadness in regards to the breakup. You're feeling sadness in regards to the breakup. I do feel that there's still a lot of positive emotions there, but it's telling me that you need to open up a dialogue. You need to get in that driver's seat and try to start back up communication in a positive way. If you're going to communicate with him and it's going to turn into fights, that's the wrong way to communicate. But you need nice, positive, friendly communication. Um, to try to kind of revive this. Let's see the third card, Judgment. Okay, this does not actually represent judgment. What this card actually represents is something that you thought was dead coming back to life. And why do I say that? On this card, there's an angel who's blowing a horn, and see all these like naked people at the bottom of the card? They're actually dead bodies coming back to life from their coffins. Dark visual, I know it's the tarot cards, but this represents something thought dead coming back to life. So it's that this relationship will be coming back. Okay. You're both still feeling sad about it, which means you both have emotions still there. Okay. You need to open up the dialogue and communication. You need to get positive communication started back up. And yes, I do think it's not about him coming back, it's about you helping him come back. Okay. And that's all I'm seeing for that one. We got another one. Hello, new sub here. Hey, nice to see you. How is Rob feeling about you? Is he thinking about you? I don't get the question bottom deck. But let's look at the other question here. How is Rob feeling about you? And is he thinking about you? Let's do this. This is just a sample reading. Once again, I go into a lot more detail if you do one of the paid readings, fiverr.com/rchristoph. You're welcome. You're welcome for that last reading. And if you do want to go into more detail, go ahead and go to fiverr.com/rchristoph. I'd be happy to do a more detailed reading for you. But we're back to this Rob question. How is Rob feeling about you? Is he thinking about you? The first card that we have here is the Ace of Swords, and this actually represents having power, okay? And this is a double-edged sword, which basically means it's sharp on both sides. Now, with one sharp side of the sword, you can use it to protect people. But the other sharp side of the sword, you can use it to mercilessly strike down those in your way. This basically represents somebody having power to move a situation in whichever direction they want. They have the power to protect somebody or destroy them. This is a lot of power for somebody to have. Okay? We're going to find out who's the one with this power, whether or not it's you or Rob here. Let's go to the next card. We get the 10 of Cups. This talks about this is like the happy family card. Okay. We got all these cups up here. This basically represents um, an abundance of emotions, an abundance of success. This is kind of like a family card. So we have a happy couple, they have children. So this card actually talks about a bright future. This actually talks about a potential positive future. And the last card, are you ready? The last card here is the High Priestess. This represents getting in touch with your own internal world. It represents getting in touch with your emotions. So the big thing that I'm seeing here, I think you have the power to heal this or destroy it. And I think it's all based on how you choose to communicate. It's about the energy. If you bring positive energy and you try to open up a dialogue with Rob, I think he's going to listen. I do think he's thinking about you. I am getting that impression, and I do think he feels positively about you, especially due to the fact that we got the 10 of Cups basically saying there's still a future there. There is one thing is getting in touch with your own emotions about the situation. It does seem like you have the ability to move this forward, but you need to really figure out what your intentions are moving forward. And then when the two of you start communicating again, which I think you're going to be the one to open up the dialogue, it needs to be positive communication. And it's not going to be fast, it's going to take time. Okay. I'd be happy to do a more detailed reading in regards to this. If you go ahead on fiverr.com/rchristoph, we can do a more detailed reading on that. But I think it's good. I think he's thinking about you. I absolutely do. And I think he feels really positive, but of course we can make it good, make it bad. I think you can make it better though. I think you can heal it. Once again, I'm doing free readings. You're welcome. I'm doing free readings here on YouTube. But it's all to promote my Fiverr business here. I do paid tarot card readings here on Fiverr. Right now, I'm live streaming on YouTube to promote, and I'm actually while I wait for people to type in questions because I am doing free sample readings today. I am doing free sample readings today on YouTube to promote my Fiverr business here. As I wait for somebody to type in a question, I'm reading some of the positive reviews that people have written about me. Here's a good one. Now, this is somebody from the United Kingdom who is actually also intuitive. And they said, as a fellow intuitive, I will tell you this guy is super spot on without the cards. Ooh, he has a high vibration and is the real deal. He has a caring, honest, to the point, no shammying. Shammying, no shammying. Is shammying bad or good? I don't know. Oop, I do see a question. Let's go ahead. ask the question. Apparently, I'm the real deal according to that review from another intuitive. Sprinkle fairy dust. Love the name. Love the name. Let's read your question here. Can you please ask if you and the person that you mentioned in the question will work out like we're meant to be? What's happening? Let's see. Let's see what's happening with your energy right now. Let's check that out. And I see underneath that somebody thanked me. You're welcome. You're welcome. Let's pull these three cards. Once again, this is a sample reading. I go into more detail if you go to fiverr.com/rchristoff and grab a reading from me there. But I'm happy to do this one for you. Let's see. Let's see what's happening with this relationship because that's really the question. What's happening? Okay. Will the two of you work out? So the first card that we have here is the Ten of Wands, and the Ten of Wands actually talks about an uphill battle. It talks about a struggle. It talks about difficulty. It talks about work with burden. Okay. So the work that you need to put in to make this relationship move forward isn't necessarily going to be easy, and there's going to be some burden in relation to that. I read the cards honestly. I don't sugarcoat. I don't make them better or worse than they are. I read them honestly. The next card that we have here is the Three of Cups, and this actually represents celebration. Okay, this represents kind of getting together. This represents happiness. So it looks like there's some work that needs to be done here, but it does seem like things are going to be moving back in a positive way. But let's see what the third card has to say. The third card is Temperance, and Temperance actually represents balance. Okay. So it does seem like the two of you will find balance in the relationship, but know that it's an uphill battle. It's going to take effort before things get better and before things smooth out and you find that balanced relationship you're looking for. Sparkle Fairy Dust. Okay. And thanks so much for asking me this question. I'm doing tarot card readings live here on YouTube, and I'm doing this to promote my Fiverr gig, my tarot card reading gigs on Fiverr, fiverr.com/rchristoff. And of course, as I wait for another question to come in, I'm going to be reading the positive reviews that people say about me. I'm going to be reading all the positive reviews. Let's take a look at this. What else are people saying about me? That's what I want to know. Here's somebody from Australia, and they said that they felt like they were at a crossroads in their life, and I gave them a better understanding of their situation and what actions they needed to take moving forward, and they thanked me. Something to note if you do kind of go in and take a look um at my Fiverr account, I actually got all of my gigs here listed. And this is when you go to the link, when you go to fiverr.com/rchristoff, which you can see it at the top. And I think I have it listed as a graphic at the bottom. You'll go right to this page. You'll see all the gigs that I offer on Fiverr, and you can actually go into each individual gig and read all the reviews. And the interesting part, if you're actually clicked in on one of these gigs, not only can you read the reviews, but you can actually watch some of the readings that I've done, because people, after I do the readings on Fiverr, you actually get the choice to share that reading with everybody, and you can go in and watch some of my other readings, which is fun. Let's go ahead here. Let's read some more reviews. Oh, and this one, sorry, I skipped it. This person says, gave me a little bit of extra clarity I needed for the future. He is the one tarot reader that I've resonated the most with. He's so accurate about certain details. that they didn't even mention, "Good morning. How's it going? Nice to see you. I'm doing free readings. If you want a free tarot card reading, I'm doing 3 card ones today, sample readings to promote my, Fiverr gigs, my tarot card reading Fiverr gigs. But until somebody writes another question in here, I'm reading the positive reviews people say about me. So it says, "Christoph is a great person. The reading was very helpful. Oh, very beautiful and touching. Wow. I totally resonated with me and the situation I am in right now. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart." So many of these. Oh, here's one. Here's one that's not a 5 star. You guys ready? Okay. It says, the reading was good, but I didn't feel like it was so personal. I felt like I was looking for a general reading because I didn't get any details at all. Well, at least they said the reading was good. You can't win them all, everybody. You can't win them all. Let's go to the next one here. Another 5 star. Um, I have really liked my sessions with Christoph. He answered all my questions and it all resonated with me. I feel empowered and ready to go forward. A big thank you. Oh, we got a question here. You're interested in how the system works. Like Fiverr? Um, so yeah, so you can, if you want to just ask me a question, I'll right now type it in the YouTube chat. I'll do a 3 card reading for you for free. But Fiverr, you just got to go to fiverr.com and you have to sign up with an account and you can order readings from me. And the readings from me, a lot of them start at $5 US. Now, I'm located in Canada and whatever country you're in, it'll adjust the prices here on Fiverr. But most of my readings start at $5 US and go up from there. And I got a variety of different readings on here. You just got to go onto fiverr.com. Yeah. So tarot cards themselves, they've been around for a really long time. If you want me to explain a little bit about tarot cards, sure. So tarot cards have been around for a very long time, and essentially the way they work is they basically each card represents a certain symbol or an aspect about life, personality, events, and people like me who have been reading tarot cards for a long time. You basically study for a while and you understand what each card means. Okay, you shuffle the cards randomly. You lay them out, and as well as being a tarot card reader, I'm also intuitive. So you can say I have some intuitive feelings, and some people call that psychic. I call it intuitive. But essentially, you ask me a question and I use the cards, and the universe basically gives me answers for you. And that's essentially how it works. But anybody can learn the tarot if they want to. A lot of these tarot card decks, when you buy them, they actually come with a manual that tells you the meaning of every card. So, in theory, you could do readings for yourself, but usually people that have used the cards for a long time and are more comfortable with the cards tend to get in touch with the energies of the universe better to give you, direct messages. And I've been pretty good at helping people with their problems and answering their questions. Hopefully, that answered your. I talked about Fiverr and I talked about tarot. There you go. And if you want to, on this YouTube channel, I got a variety of sample tarot card readings. I also got videos on this YouTube channel about how to learn tarot. So if you want to take a peek at my YouTube channel, there's a variety of stuff on here that'll kind of teach you about tarot and how to get started. And as well, there's a bunch of sample readings and other live streams that I've done where I've done live readings for people. You can ask whatever you want. This is kind of what I'm here for. What I'm here to do. I'm doing some sample readings. I'm looking to connect with people and get more subscribers for my YouTube channel. That's why I'm here, and I'm happy to answer any questions. I'm just replying to somebody on the Fiverr platform. They just sent me a message. That's something else that's great. So if you're on the Fiverr platform with me, um, if you're on the Fiverr platform with me, you can actually chat with me directly on there anytime. And if you've done an order with me before, um, I answer questions on there too. Not rude at all. Not rude at all. Happy to chat with you. Happy to chat with you. Okay, let's read more of these reviews while I wait for people to log in and ask more questions. I'm doing 3 card readings today for free, but until then I'm going to read these reviews people have given me. Um so this person says, my second reading with this guide and a lot of information I received. I love the videos and how things are explained to me. I strongly feel this reader is a great one, explains things the way like no one else, okay? And a joy overall to bring my worries and concerns to him, knowing I will get the guidance I need. Thank you. And that's kind of one of my goals here on Fiverr is to do tarot card readings and to help people. Here we go. Let's read this one. This person starts with, they had a bad read, but I kind of knew that something was happening like that in my situation, but I needed clarification, and there it was. It was an honest reading, and I appreciate it. Thank you. And that's what I do. I do my readings, I do them honestly. Can you It's Samina, I see, wrote something. Current feelings and actions of the two people. Can you explain that question for me better? Can you ask me that question in a different way? I'm not 100% sure what you're asking me, Samina. Let's keep going here. Here we go. One from Germany. Oh, okay. Here we go. Now we got a question. All right. Let's do a sample 3 card reading. And you want to know about, you're like, hello, sir. Is my partner my future spouse? Let's find out if your current partner is your future spouse. And I'll get to Samina's question right after this. And I got another comment. Should my question be structured? Just ask a direct question about something in your life and I'll answer it. Okay, let's see. Is your current partner your future spouse? Means, are you going to get married? Let's find out. The first card that we have here is the Ace of Wands, which represents the attainment of knowledge. So this represents knowledge that you'll be attaining soon. Okay. The next card that we have here is the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups represents nostalgia. Okay. It represents warm emotions and memories from the past. So it does seem like the two of you have history, positive history. And the third card that we have here, oh no, oh no, oh no. The third card that we have here is the Eight of Cups. Now, this cup shows, so this card shows a person walking away from opportunity. I don't like giving bad news, but I think that there's a chance that one of you will walk away from this relationship before it gets to marriage, okay? Although everything else looks really good, okay? It does show one of you walking away. Now, it is possible that one of you will walk away for a time and then the two of you will reconnect later. But right now, the marriage thing isn't looking good. Okay, now we're gonna go to I wish it was better news, but I read the cards as they appear, and that's what it said for me. I'd be more than happy to do a more detailed reading for you if you want to go to fiverr.com/rchristoff, okay? Maybe we can get some more information. And you're welcome. You're welcome. Let's go into Samina's question. Samina's asking, you want to know the feelings for the person they mentioned for them and his next actions. Let's see. Let's see what's going to be happening next between you and this person, Samina. The first card that we have here is the Three of Cups. This basically represents positive emotions. It represents getting together. It represents celebrating as a group. Okay. The next card that we have here is Temperance, and Temperance represents balance and structure. Okay. And the third card that we have here is the Six of Wands, and this represents celebration again and public reward. How is this person feeling about you? They're feeling really good. They're celebrating about you. They feel balanced and calm in your presence. And public reward talks about things potentially moving forward in a positive way. Okay. Well, if you're not in contact now, that's going to change because the first card here, the Three of Cups, this talks about socializing. Okay. This talks about, you can see three people together and they're drinking. So it represents socializing as well. So if you're not in contact, you will be. Okay. And if not, you should be reaching out. Okay. Hey, Keisha, how's it going? Thanks for joining the stream. I'm giving away sample readings for free, 3-card sample readings. And you got a question for me. And you're like, hi, everyone. Oh, your name is Linda. Okay. Hi, Linda. Hi, everyone. My name is Linda. You want to know, is anything good coming to you? Are your sons getting released? Let's see. Let's see. Now, we're just doing 3-card sample readings. We're on here today just to promote my Fiverr.com account here. I do all sorts of readings on there. Feel free to check it out. But let's do this free sample reading for you. Let's find out if there's good coming, good news on the way. So the first card that we have here is the King of Cups. And the King of Cups represents somebody who is balanced and somebody who is currently making decisions in relation to this. I do think this represents somebody that might be making some sort of important decisions related to your sons, okay? The next card that we have here is the Five of Wands. This represents competition. So it does seem like this isn't like an angry, violent competition. This very much seems like I don't know whether or not this is a legal matter or something along that lines, but something's happening right now that's being sorted out. There's some sort of conflict that's being sorted out, and there is somebody in there right now that's helping move that decision forward. And let's take a look at the third card. The third card is the Knight of Wands, and this represents things moving forward in a positive way for you. Okay, but it represents that there's this knowledge that we're kind of waiting to receive. The wand basically represents the attainment of knowledge. So we're waiting on a result of something, but it does say that the result is going to be very positive. So as far as your son's getting released, that sort of thing, I do have a feeling that there is a positive decision, a positive outcome, but somebody has to make that decision. I don't feel like it's something that you have control of right now, unfortunately, but I do see that whatever this situation is, somebody's currently in the process of making a decision about how that's going to be resolved, and I think some positive information is going to be coming your way or coming their way, and I do see a positive outlook. So yes, good things are on the way, but yes, there's still conflict. There's still conflict that needs to be sorted, okay? Will you become a great writer? Let's see. I'm going to do a 3 card here. All right, let's see. And then I got another one, and Alex has a question after that. We'll do that one next. We'll do yours next, Alex. But let's see, will you become a great writer? The question is, do you want to become a great writer? Because if you want to become a great writer, you probably can. But let's see what the cards say. The first card that we have here is the Three of Pentacles, and this represents teamwork. Okay. So this does representing working together, potentially working together, either working together with other people, could represent kind of further education, training, that sort of thing on the way for you. The next card that we have here is the Ten of Swords. Okay. Now, the Ten of Swords basically represents backstabbing. Uh oh. So basically, during your journey in becoming a great writer, there's going to be a lot of ups and downs. There's going to be negative situations, positive situations. And the last card that we have here is the Empress, and this represents warm, loving, and supportive energy. So there is positivity, warm, loving, supportive energy. I do think that you can get there, but no, I think it's going to take some additional work, either additional training, education, or working with other people or learning from other people. And do note that there will be setbacks on the way. It just you won't just magically become a great writer. There's going to be bumps along the road and trials and things that you're going to have to get through. Okay. And then we got Keisha here, and you said your name was Linda. I just answered your question that you posted in there. So you can actually rewind the video back a bit if you missed it. I did answer your question about good things, whether or not good things are coming for you. Let's go to Alex's question. Hopefully, Alex is still here. Good evening from the UK. I'm at a crossroads with a choice of 2 jobs and 2 relationships. Wow, so much going on there. Would appreciate some guidance, please. Thank you. I will say this, Alex. I'm only doing 3 card sample readings today. It sounds like you're at a very important crossroads in your life for sure. And I would recommend maybe you selecting one of the more detailed readings from fiverr.com/r Christoph. But I will do a sample reading. We're gonna pull 3 cards and see what the 3 cards have to say about your life, Alex, and what's going to be happening with it, because it sounds like there's a lot going on. 2 jobs, 2 relationships. It's like you're being presented with a choice, multiple directions. This is amazing, which means there's a lot of opportunities out there for you. It means that the universe has more than one direction for your future being presented to you. The first card that we have here is the Page of Cups, which represents a delightful surprise. Well, guess what? The complications are not over yet. The Page of Cups is telling me, Alex, that there's even more complication coming your way, although this one's going to be a bit more of a positive thing. So there's a delightful surprise on the way. So I do think that there's going to be something else that you're going to need to consider with these jobs and relationships. So I do think something is going to be coming your way, I think within like 4 days. Okay. And believe that it's going to be a delightful surprise, and it might help you make a decision in regards to kind of the direction that you need to go in, but do note this is a positive surprise, not a negative one, okay? The next card that we have here, dead on. These cards are dead on, my friend. So the Two of Swords basically represents you having the choice whether or not to go in one direction or another, and you are in the process of trying to figure that out, okay? These cards are tuned into you right now, so tuned in. Let's take a look at the third card. Justice. Okay, so justice represents karma in action. Okay, I think one of the reasons why you're getting so many choices and so many good things are happening for you right now, and you're having trouble making decisions. I think you've put a lot of good out into the universe. I think you've been a really good person. And essentially, what's happening right now is you're being rewarded. Now, the problem is the more good you put back out, the more good you put out into the universe, the more good you get back. And unfortunately, you're in a situation right now where a lot of that good is coming back, and it's leading you with a difficult choice. Now, why is the choice difficult? because both jobs have an equal opportunity to lead to success or failure. Both relationships have an equal chance of success or failure. Know that this situation that you're stuck in is not negative, it's positive. So, and note that whichever decision you choose to make, okay, is the right one. Okay, don't feel bad that you think you've missed an opportunity. Okay, but do note that a delightful surprise is on the way for you within 4 days. You're going to be receiving information or something's going to happen, whether or not it's a sign. But anyway, it's going to help you make this decision. Now, something to note, this is just a sample reading. I would recommend you going to fiverr.com/rchristoph and ordering a maybe a 7 card reading from me, something that or bigger, and then asking a new question along the same lines, because I think there is more facts and details that could be pulled for you about this. But I think you're going to be fine though. Even if you don't get that reading from me, I think you're going to be good. And don't feel bad. Like if you're making a choice to go into a different direction, don't feel sad about the choice you didn't make. Don't think that you've missed an opportunity. There's no way for you to take all these opportunities at once. So you're going to have to choose. And note, don't feel bad about the choice you didn't make, okay? Because each choice has an equal chance of success and failure. So it's not like another choice was going to do better for you. You're in control of making these things successes, okay? And you have an opportunity to make both of the jobs successful, both of the relationships successful. It's all about what you put into it, okay? You just got to pick the one that makes the most sense for you at the current time. And that delightful surprise is on the way for you, okay? Um, yeah, so I'm on here primarily to do some free readings for people. I'm also promoting my Fiverr gigs here. I do tarot card readings here on Fiverr. I'm actually going through while I wait for more questions, wait for more people to log in. Um, I'm actually reading the reviews that people have left for me, and you know what? Most of them, pretty much all of them, are 5-star reviews. Um, let's see what this person said from the United States. I love how calming the video of my reading was. It was also very accurate. I would recommend them as well. I will be ordering again. See what this person said from Indonesia. I wasn't expecting the delivery to be really fast. Video quality is still really good, so don't worry about it too much. I will most definitely order sometime in the future. Thank you so much for being fast. Usually my readings, they get done here on Fiverr within 24 hours or sooner. Let's see what this person says from the United Kingdom. They're like, amazing, so spot on to what was currently going on. This is the second reading to take a deeper look into a specific situation and was completely reconfirmed. Thanks again, Christoph. We'll be back soon. Hey, Laura H. How's it going? I'm doing free readings right now on this live stream. If you have a question, feel free and ask me. I'll do a 3-card sample reading. And while I wait for another question, I'm reading all the positive reviews that I get on Fiverr. Stuff. You have no idea how much I appreciate. You were absolutely right in all that you saw and felt. You've got a reoccurring client in me. I assure you of that. Recurrent client. There we go. And you're welcome. I don't know what I did, but thank you. Thank you for thanking me there, Laura H. Hi, Christoph. Thank you for the reading. From the last two readings, I feel they are related and might interpret them together as one instead of two separate readings. And he did. He did end up doing that. A lot of times when I do readings on here, people order multiple readings, and I'll tell you a secret. I don't usually rewatch a reading once I send it, but all the readings tend to line up. So if you get multiple readings from me, they always seem to line up. And that's just because I'm tuning into the same energy every time. Let's see, this person from Serbia, another amazing reading. Thank you. Highly recommend this seller. Don't scroll anymore. You already found who should do your tarot readings. Awesome. Um, let's read this last one here. Oh, do we got a question? Here we go. Got a question from Laura H. Here I am. Laura H says in the chat, I'm taking a course. I'm halfway through. Will I successfully finish this? That's a straightforward question. Very good for a sample reading. If you do want to ask a more in-depth question in the future, feel free to check out fiverr.com/r Christoph. But this question I can do as a sample reading for sure. Will you successfully finish? Now, something to note, I read the cards as they appear. If the cards are positive, I'll read them as positive. If they're negative, I'll read them as negative. Of course, we're hoping for a positive reading here, but the cards are going to do what the cards are going to do. Are you ready, Laura? Here we go. Is it Tinu? I'm bad with names. Hello, Tinu. Okay. The first card that we have here for you, Laura, is the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands, this is actually a great card. This lines right up with what you're doing because you're talking about a course. This represents moving forward and attaining knowledge. That lines up perfectly. These cards seem to be pretty focused to your question. Let's look at the next card here. We get the King of Cups. This basically represents somebody who is balanced, somebody who has control over their emotions, somebody who makes logical decisions, equal part with knowledge and emotion. So that's very good. It basically says that for the most part, you're a relatively balanced person in regards to this course. Let's see what the third card says, though. This could change the whole reading, this third card. Wow. This card is basically the 7 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups is all about choice and choices. Okay. So, will you successfully finish it? Yes, I absolutely think so. And this choices card basically says it all. It means that you're going to have multiple choices, multiple new directions to go when you complete this. Okay. Right now, what I'm seeing here is that you will attain the knowledge. It seems like you're pretty balanced in this course. You're on the right track. Now, I know that um, you can be feeling stress and feelings and worried that you're not doing well enough and this sort of thing, but you will get through this. You will get through it. You will succeed, and you're going to have many options when you're done. This thing's going to open up the door to more directions that you can head into and more options. So, absolutely, you're going to finish it. Have no doubt in that. And you're going to work. You're going to work. The fact that you're worried about finishing it means that you care enough about it that you most likely will. I think you will. You're definitely going to. You don't have to stress yourself out so much about it. Put in the time you need. You're going to get there, and there's going to be so many more options for you that are going to open up when you're done. And thank you so much for the message. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, Laura. And know that, hey, if you want a reading for me anytime, you can go to fiverr.com and you just have to search R. Christoph or put /R. Christoph. Well, the readings aren't always positive, Laura. Do note that I read the cards as they appear. There's a lot of negative cards in the tarot. It's just that they tell you what's going to happen, okay? So I don't think that you might perceive negativity, but I don't think it's going to be okay. And we got Jess. Hello, how are you? I'm good. New sub, thank you. I'm doing free sample readings here to promote my fiverr.com tarot reading gigs. So fiverr.com/R Christoph. Feel free to ask a question, Jess. I'll give you a 3-card sample reading. Now, these sample readings are not as in depth as what I usually go for my paid readings, but you'll still get some solid answers from me. So feel free to type in your question. Happy to Ooh, we got another one. Is it Tinu? I think I'm pronouncing that right. If not, I apologize. But Tinu says, "What was the connection between me and is it Nedish? Nedish in past life? Oh, past life. I love these. How does he feel about you? How does he feel for you in this life, in the present time?" Well, that's a big question. That's probably a more detailed paid reading, but let's see what the three cards say. I'm gonna do my best because we're asking about past lives and we're also asking about how they feel now. I'm gonna do my best. Okay, I can't guarantee we're gonna get all these answers with just a sample reading, but let's see what the cards say. Okay, let's see what the cards say. This is definitely a big, more complicated question. Okay. So think about ordering from here, but I'm going to do my best with this sample. Okay. And you're saying, okay. Okay. Here we go. First card that we have here is the world. Okay. The world represents kind of the universe. The world actually is very supportive of this connection. Now, the interesting part about the world is the world does not talk about you or them specifically. It talks about kind of like the universe in support of this connection. Now, what's interesting is you did talk about past lives, okay? So the world might represent that the two of you have had multiple kind of lives together, and maybe the two of you are kind of meant to be in the same places at the same time at different lives you may have had, okay? The next card that we have here is the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords basically represents the feeling of being trapped. Okay, so this is something that's really interesting. I'm gonna talk about this in a moment, but before I comment on what this card means, we got to see what the third card has to say. Okay, let's look at the third card here, and this is the Hierophant, and the Hierophant talks about tradition, following tradition. The cards aren't really completely answering all the questions for us, but here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what I usually say for my paid readings for you. I'm going to use my intuition here and I'm going to see what I'm. So, the feeling that I get is yes, the two of you have had various past lives before. If you want to know more about those past lives, that's a different kind of reading. But what I see is that the two of you have had various past lives together. In fact, I get the feeling that it's almost kind of standard for both of you to kind of show up at the same place at the same time, almost like you're not soulmates, you're not twin flame spirits or anything like that, but it's just like the same souls kind of gravitate together. And you'll find that maybe your grandfather, might become your great grandchild. Like it's the same kind of which each life you take different roles and different people within similar environments, areas, and lives. But I don't feel like this soul is usually a part of your family structure, but it's somebody that's always there near you. So in living next door or living in the same town or city. So the interesting part about this and about this person and how do they feel about you? I think they feel positively about you. But here's the thing that I find really interesting. It's the 8 of swords which represents the feeling of being trapped, okay? I do think that on some level they're aware that they've had multiple lives with you, and I think the two of you have actually been part of each other's lives in various lives, okay? But I feel that this time around, they're being resistant to something that maybe in a previous life that they've been open to. And they're being resistant to the traditional way that you and their life normally progresses. Okay. Not that they don't like you, I think that they do, but it's just that for whatever reason, it feels like there's a misalignment this time in this life, okay? That's about all I'm able to see from these cards. This is definitely a very complicated subject. We could probably do about 5 readings on this one before we get all the answers you're looking for. I'm warning you, okay? But do note, if you want to take that journey, you can go to fiverr.com/r Christoph. Okay. But resistance is what I'm feeling. Okay. They like you, but it's just like, it's almost like they've done this. Like the two of you have done this before. And I feel like they're resistant of following the usual patterns this time for some reason. And that's about all I'm able to see from the three cards, unfortunately. Let's take a look at Jess. Jess has a question. Hopefully Jess is still in here. What's coming towards you in love the rest of the month? Hey, you're Taurus. Great. Let's see what's happening the rest of the month. Okay. Now, something that I do on Fiverr, and I'm here to promote. Sorry, everybody. But something that I do here on Fiverr is I actually do month ahead readings, and I pull as many as 10 cards for the highest level one, and I go into great detail as to what's going to be happening you over the month. And this is a kind of like a 3 card month ahead reading that we're doing right now. You're welcome, Tinu. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing your name right. Okay, Jesse, you ready? Let's see what's going to be happening in your love life, and we're going to say the next 30 days, okay? So right now where I am, it's July 17th, whatever date it is where you are, okay? Go 30 days. We're going to see 30 days, okay? Each one of these cards represents 10 days moving forward, okay? You ready? Oh, gotta love the way this started. And I just shuffled the card. I feel like we just pulled this one and it came back again. That is almost impossible. Okay. Anywhere here, we got the 8 of Swords, and basically this represents the feeling of being trapped. Okay. So do note in the last little while, you feel like you've kind of been held back, or something's holding you back, or something's not moving forward as fast as possible. I do think that there's certain situations and things in regards to relationships that you've had in the past that are making you hesitant about certain things, or making you self doubt yourself. Do note that any issues and that sort of stuff that you may have had in the past that are kind of bringing you down, or preventing you, or making you hesitate to move forward, are in the past. Okay. Something to note about this card, if you notice, the swords that are kind of holding this person back are behind them. If they just lift up the blindfold, they can see there's a clear path in front of them. And you have a clear path in front of you. Okay. Although you feel a bit restricted, or there's emotions going on that basically feels like something's stopping you, note that there is a clear path forward. You just got to choose to ignore the past, ignore the negative thinking, and walk forward with confidence, and things will start to manifest. Let's take a look to the next card here. That was a lot for the first card. The World again. How is this happening? We literally just had this. I shuffled, you saw me. You're meant to have these cards. You're meant to have these cards. The World basically represents the universe being on your side, the universe backing you. There's a world of opportunity out there for you. And that's what this card is talking about. You just have to kind of let go of the negativity, believe that you're going to find that love. The universe wants it for you. It wants to bring that energy in. Let's take a look at this last card. How did we get the same? This is impossible. How did we get the same three? That's impossible. The Hierophant here talks about tradition, and we talked about this for the previous reading. So I do see you taking more of a traditional stance in regards to kind of relationships. Um, and you said you're so accurate. You are describing everything that's passing. That's why we got these same cards again, because these were the right cards to get. The tarot deck is amazing, okay? The deck is amazing. Maybe I'm amazing too, but the deck is really amazing. It really brings the cards that you need. But we basically got the Hierophant, which talks about tradition. Now, what is tradition for you? Okay, that's what you really got to think about. And I know that there's certain patterns that you follow through. There's certain types of people that you fall for. But what you really need to do is seriously be thinking about what's your new tradition moving forward. Okay. Now we're talking about kind of change. We're talking about positive change for you and your relationships moving forward. You need to put some thought into what it is that maybe didn't work, the type of people that don't typically work for you. But know that There's a more traditional, as in like tradition relationship coming into your life, meaning dating, okay, leading to serious committed relationship, leading to potentially marriage or something very close to marriage. This is on the way for you. I think that you've had enough experiences that you've now learned what you needed to do to kind of move forward. Know that the world is behind you, okay? Know that the universe wants you to succeed. You just have to let go of that past trauma and go for it. And you're going to get that traditional relationship. Okay? You just got to let go of some of the, you know, other things that you're holding on to, and you just need to believe. You need to believe it's out there. And I know there's a lot of like negative energy, negative people out there, but finding the right person for you is all about sorting through all the people that aren't compatible to find the handful of people that are, right? Yeah. And you'll find that the interesting part is the more that you work on yourself, you'll find things get better. Things get better. Things get better. But it's about letting go. It's about letting go. And I know sometimes it's really hard to let negative things and situations go from your past, but all those negative things that keep being brought back up, all those negative emotions and feeling, it's like poison. It's like poison. You're welcome. Thank you very much. You're on a good path. And note that if you want a more detailed reading from me, you can go to fiverr.com/rchristoff. I'm always available there. You truly love how I read cards. Thanks so much, Jess. I really do appreciate it. It's 50% the cards and 50% me. These cards are tarot cards are spectacular. They do amazing things when I lay them out. Yeah. There we go. And those of you that are watching right now, I'm doing free readings. I'm going to be on here for probably another half an hour only. And then I'm going to stop the stream for the day. I think might actually be my second stream today, because what I've been doing lately is I've been live streaming my paid readings, and I just decided to pop on here. I don't do free readings that often, so I just decided to pop on here. But while we wait for another question, I got readings available here. You can get a reading from me on Fiverr. They start as low as $5 US. I do yes or no readings. I do love readings. I do career readings. I do month ahead readings. I even do live readings on Zoom. Hi, Divine. I even do live readings on Zoom. And until I get another question, I'm reading all of the positive reviews I've gotten. This is how I'm killing time between questions. Let's take a look at some more of them. There's over 800 of them. 800 5-star reviews. Ooh, do we have a question? Hello from Colombia, new subscriber. Hey, how's it going? I'm on here for another half an hour. Feel free to ask a question. Both of you can ask questions. Until I get the next question, I'm reading the positive reviews. This is my second order with Christoph, and I'm thrilled with the results as well. I had a major understanding of the reading he did. I would recommend him. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you. Let's see a next one. This person said they loved the prompt response and the reading resonated. However, they had to do follow-up questions afterwards and needed additional readings. Overall satisfied. Thank you for the service. Sometimes questions are so complicated. It's not just one reading. Okay, we got a question. Let's see here. Who wrote the question first? Okay, I'm going to do them in order. So Divine, your second. Okay. So the first one. So Capricorn is going to connect. Okay, will this Capricorn connect with you this month? Okay. Will this person connect with you this month? Let's find out. We're going to do this as a 3-card sample reading. Okay. Note that when you get readings from me on a paid reading from me on Fiverr, they're usually more detailed than these sample readings. My goal is to try, especially with the paid readings, to put as much effort as I can. I'm really here to try to help people more than anything else. Let's see here. Will this person, are they going to connect with you this month? The first card that we have here is the Magician. The Magician essentially represents you having the ability to manifest and make this happen. So just like a magician can make stuff happen by magic, by concentrating and working hard on trying to make contact, you can actually make this happen. The next card that we have here is the Two of Pentacles, which represents juggling multiple things. I get the feeling your life's a little complicated. Let's take a look at the third card. The World. Again, we're getting the World so much today. The World basically represents the universe kind of being on your side, the universe supporting you. I do think that this is going to happen, but I don't think it's just going to happen. I think you're going to have to reach out, open up communication, open up a dialogue. So I don't think they're going to contact you. I think you have to keep reaching out to them. Okay. But it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen. The universe is behind this. Okay. But I think it's going to take a little bit more effort on your part to kind of get that communication going. Okay. Let's go with Divine. Will AA wish me a happy birthday on August 3rd? Well, that's still a ways away. Happy super early birthday there, Divine. I was also born in August. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if AA is going to wish you a happy birthday on the 3rd. We're doing a 3-card sample reading for you for free. Okay, looks like this is a complicated situation here. We have the Nine of Wands, and basically this represents a little bit of a journey, a difficult journey. This is something that is complicated. There's a lot to this. Something to note that the individual in this card, although they have a bandage, this card does indicate succeeding after a difficult time, so success after a difficult time. Let's take a look at the next card. Wow. We get the next card, the Ten of Wands. This basically represents more work and effort leading to burden. Oh no. This feels like a bad situation there, Divine. The last card that we have here is the Sun. And you know what the Sun's all about? Overcoming obstacles. Wow. It looks like there was a lot going on here between the two of you. The Sun actually indicates overcoming obstacles. So here's the thing. I think that the two of you are going to you may be in communication and you may sort some things out before August 3rd, but something to note here is that the last card here did confirm overcoming obstacles, overcoming challenges. That's the Sun card. So I do think they're going to wish you a happy birthday on the 3rd, but it looks like there's a lot of stuff that went on there. There's a lot to this situation. Okay. But it looks like it's a yes for you. But there's a lot of history there. A lot of history. Thanks so much for everybody that's participated in this stream. I really do appreciate it. We've had lots of people going in and out. I'm actually quite surprised we have so many people. I'm doing free readings, free sample readings here, and it's all about promoting my Fiverr.com/rChristoph. My Fiverr tarot card reading gigs. And let's just jump right back into it. I'm reading positive reviews while I wait for the next question. So what other positive reviews? Here we go. Somebody from Italy. Chris always gives me lectures that help me look at things from another perspective. And he does it in a way that makes me feel like he is a good friend giving me advice to help you. You can feel that he does this work with love and to help others. That's why I'm here. I primarily went on the Fiverr platform and started all these gigs, not because I wanted to make money, but because I wanted to do readings for people all over the world. I had done readings for a while, and I just wanted to reach more people, and I have. Since coming on the platform, I've become one of the more popular tarot card readers on the platform in a pretty short period of time. And yeah, I've done readings for everybody all over the world. It's amazing. You are welcome, Divine. Thank you too. Um, let's take a look at somebody from the Netherlands. However you pronounce that. I know where it is. I just who knows how to pronounce it? I don't. Thank you so much for another amazing and honest reading. I'm blown away with what he had to say. Very fast delivery. I would highly recommend him to anybody for advice and guidance. Thank you. And for those that are joining, I am doing live readings right now. And until I get another question, I'm reading all the positive reviews that I got on Fiverr. And all you have to do to write in a question is just subscribe. If you subscribe, you can ask me a question. This person says it's my second order. This time I connected all the dots. Thank you for fast delivery and details. It will help me in my next steps. Thank you. Somebody from Greece. Christoph is a professional tarot reader. The first thing that impressed me was kindness. And he has a soothing voice. Oh wow, that's so nice. I actually haven't read this one. The reading was very detailed and also the advice he gave. Thanks a lot. Wow. Let's take a look at another one. Christoph is always honest and thoughtful with his readings. He doesn't minimize difficulties or less favorable cards or overemphasize positive ones. It's a pleasure to work with him. And my goal here is to, with all my readings, is to read the cards as honestly as possible. Here's another one from the United States. Great communication, great personalized video, gentle yet succinct delivery in the card's message. Very happy with the way the order was managed. Awesome. Let's take a look at here's one from the UK. Christoph is astonishing. His readings are so detailed and long, accurate and uplifting. This has been so helpful and gives hope. Thanks again. And the cool part about kind of checking out my Fiverr account here is that you can actually go in to each of these gigs. In each of these gigs, they have their own pages, and you can see the different gigs that are going on. But here's the neat part, there's like this portfolio at the bottom, and you can actually go through. And if somebody approved, look at that. We could actually go through and we could play this, and you can actually watch readings that I've done for other people. Readings that they approve to appear in the playlist. So there's a whole bunch. So if you guys are interested in checking out some of my readings that I've done for other people, there's a ton of them. People approve them to appear in the portfolio, and you can actually see the readings that I've done for people right here on Fiverr. And I'm doing free readings. I do see there's people coming in and out. I'm doing free readings today. All you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll do a 3-card sample reading for you. Any question you like. Any question you like. And I'm only going to be here for the next like 20 minutes, maybe 22 minutes. Okay. And while I wait for somebody to put in another question, I'm showing off my Fiverr gigs because you can hire me for as low as $5 US and up to do extremely detailed tarot card readings for you. And what am I doing to show off? Because this is what I'm doing. I'm showing off right now. I'm reading the reviews people have left me. There's about 800 plus 5-star reviews I've gotten so far. And ooh, here we go. There's a question. Hold on. Let's get to the question. All right. Let's see your question. You said, has Deepak passed his graduation? Has he passed his graduation? Let's find out if Deepak passed his graduation. We're doing a 3-card sample reading for you. This one's pretty straightforward. This is kind of like almost like a yes or no reading. The first card that we have here is the 3 of Swords. This represents heartbreak. Ooh, not a good way to start. Something that I'm going to tell you here. I read the cards honestly. Okay, it starts with heartbreak. Hold on. Oh no! Then we move on to the death card. The death card now doesn't mean anybody's going to be dying, but it represents the end of a cycle. Okay. Heartbreak, end of a cycle. What's the third card gonna say? This one's a bit better. This one's a bit better. This one is the 6 of Pentacles. This basically represents kindness and generosity. I think they did pass. Okay, I do think that it was very difficult. It was not a great situation. There was a lot of stress, heartbreak, pressure in relation to this. But I do think that somebody who was in charge of judging Deepak was generous. So I do think that they passed, but know that this was very difficult. I think they're graduating. I'm pretty sure they passed their graduation. Okay, but it was really difficult, and it was, um, but definitely I think that it does work out. But there was a lot of negative, like there was so much negative energy going into this. Note that there was a lot of pressure. It was a lot of hard work for them. This was extremely difficult for them, but I think they did do it. I think they did do it. That's all I can see from the sample reading, though. Ooh, I was scared for a moment. We got the heartbreak card, we got the death card, and then I'm like, if we get one more negative card, this is like a no graduation. But yes, no, I think that they did. Once again, I'm doing free readings here on Fiverr, doing free readings here on YouTube to promote my Fiverr gigs. Okay. All you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel and type in a question. And yeah, I will give you a free 3-card reading. And until I get another question, I'm showing off my positive reviews on Fiverr. Let's take a look at the next one. They said, great delivery that provides a lot of clarity. The reading is resonating as a lot of effort has been put into it. So thumbs up and highly recommended. Cheers. What was meant by heartbreaking is that I think it was an extremely difficult time that went into the process of passing. So I think it was extremely difficult for them to pass, but I think they did pass. Um, the next positive review. Thank you, Christoph, for the reading. Everything you said was in great detail and was spot on. Your intuition was accurate, and I should follow your advice, even though it is hard for me. You were very thoughtful. Thanks for the encouragement. Yeah, no, there was definitely some issues there that they were having with passing the graduation, but I think it's going to work out. And you're welcome. Let's take a look at the next review. Here it is. It says, "Wow, I'm so appreciative of this man." I thought it said apprehensive. I'm so appreciative of this man. Very detailed and uh, thorough breakdown of what I requested. Thank you for the help. See this one from the Netherlands. Very fast delivery. Thank you so much for the reading. I genuinely appreciate the time you have taken to answer all my questions. It was a wonderful and accurate reading. And once again, I'm just waiting for somebody who's watching right now. Feel free to type in a question. If you want to type in a question, all you have to do is subscribe. And once you subscribe, you can type a question in the chat right away. Happy to do a sample reading for you for free. I'm just going through and reading all my positive Fiverr gig reviews for my tarot card readings here. And I do recommend if you do want a detailed and accurate tarot card reading, feel free to go to fiverr.com/rchristoff. Check out my profile, see all the gigs that I offer, and you know what? You can read some of these fantastic comments too. Oh wait, and this one starts with fantastic. Fantastic experience as always, very detailed reading, easy to understand. The key message and very responsive seller, highly recommended. Thank you. You've heard about me a lot. Well, that's good. Positive word. You can ask a question if you want to ask a question, feel free. Yeah, feel free. Feel free. And something to note too, if you do log into Fiverr and check out one of my gigs, the gigs themselves actually have past readings in here, and you can watch some of the readings that I've done for people in the past, and you can actually see what they said about the reading, which is really cool. And these are people who ordered readings from me, and they chose for their readings to appear in the profile for my gig so that other people can see how they enjoyed them. And there's a lot of people who've actually approved stuff in there. And something I do when I do readings for people on Fiverr is I try to keep everybody's identity private. And that way they maybe feel more comfortable about putting their readings here. There's a ton of them in there. And I got a variety of different gigs that I offer. I do just standard reading, which this is like any type of question. I do love readings. I do some of the most detailed yes or no tarot card readings. And I don't just pull one card when I do yes or no readings, I pull three cards. So the first card gives you the yes or no. And then the other two cards actually give you clarity, gives you additional information. We got a question here. Let's go to the question. Um, so you have the intention to marry this certain person. I'm not sure if I should go for it or not since I don't know his feelings. Can tarot tell me that? Well, yes, it can. And what I want you to do is focus on this person for me because it's clear to me that you don't want to say their name in this public chat, okay? So focus on them, try to think about them. And I'll tell you how they feel. One of the things that I'm really good at, and this is kind of my intuition, I'm really good at kind of getting in contact with somebody's feelings. So if you can focus on that person, we're just doing this as a three-card reading. If you do one of the paid readings, note that if you do one of the paid readings on Fiverr, fiverr.com/rchristoff, I usually have a lot more detail, but let's give you this sample reading. Let's give you a piece of the puzzle here. Let's see if we can get you an answer with three cards. What are his feelings towards you? The first card that we have here, this is the Four of Pentacles, and it represents holding on. So I do think that they are trying to hold on to you. That's interesting. The second card that we have here is the Queen of Wands, and this actually represents kind of positive decision making, but decision making with knowledge. So making positive decisions based on previous knowledge or knowledge gained over time. And the third card that we have here is the Queen of Pentacles. Are you ready for this one? This one says it all. Warm, loving, supportive energy. Now, one of the things that I'm picking up about this person, and this is because you're focusing on them right now, I'm picking up more than what the cards are saying. I feel like this is one of these people, they don't openly share their feelings and emotions. In fact, some people view them as being quite cold, okay? But know that this person really does feel things. I feel that it's not that they're afraid to show their emotions, it's that I think in their upbringing, um, their family environment, I think that it was the way they were raised. They weren't raised in an environment where sharing feelings, especially love feelings were necessarily an important part about who they are. Okay. So do note, I do think that they are feeling love feelings for you, warm love feelings. I think that you're a logical decision as well. So it isn't just them making a logical decision based on whether or not you're somebody to marry, but I do think the love is there as well, and I do feel like they're trying to hold on. Okay, they're trying to hold on to you. Okay, so even if you try to let go, I think they're going to try to hold on to you. Okay, I do feel that this is a positive thing. I do feel the emotions and the feelings are there. Okay. If it's at all possible to kind of communicate with them one on one, and I know that might not be, for whatever reason, I'm sensing that might not be possible, but you definitely need to maybe communicate a little bit more together just so that you're really calm and you do understand that I do think this is a good choice. I think that they do have feelings for you, and I think that they want to be with you. I do. All right, we got another one. Is he cheating because he's been around her lying to you? Is there lying to me? Is there someone for me? If so, can you tell me who? Is it my ex? All right. You're very welcome. Thank you too. Let's see here. I'll be honest with you. This question is a bit more complicated, the one that I'm about to answer. Um, Thanks. Yeah, feel free to connect with me on Fiverr. And thanks so much for the compliment. I really do appreciate it. I'll be honest with you about Eugene. I don't think that's the right energy for you. I don't think Eugene's the right energy for you. I think that you need to let Eugene go. I think Eugene's a lost cause. And I do think, even without pulling any more cards, I do feel that there's somebody better out there for you. Let's see if it's Eddie. Let's pull cards. Let's talk about Eddie. That's the best that I can do with the 3 card, is see if Eddie is a better, but something tells me it's somebody new. Like, I feel like you keep gravitating back towards exes. I feel like there's somebody new you haven't met yet out there for you. But let's see about Eddie. The first card that we have here is the Queen of Pentacles. So Eddie still has positive love feelings for you. This is warm, loving, supportive energy. The next card that we have here, why do we keep getting cards over and over again? Weird. This basically represents holding on. And the third card here represents the Hermit. Okay, now this is the card that's different. So I do feel that there's warm, loving energy there left with Eddie. I think you're holding on. I think you need to let go of these exes. And the Hermit card is talking about taking some time to think about what it is that you really want. Okay. Now, you said that Eddie is your children's dad. Well, I feel like you've given Eddie quite a bit of opportunities to try to prove himself. Um, Yeah, it's really difficult for me. So one of the things that I do, let me tell you what I can do for you. Hold on here. So on Fiverr, I do love readings. Okay. And if you order a love reading for me on Fiverr, there's an additional add-on that you can add on to my love reading. It's called a soulmate description. And I can actually describe to you who your next love interest and that sort of thing is, okay? So I'm not going to be able to just describe who your forever partner is on this stream, but if you order any love reading, if you only order a $5 love reading for me on Fiverr, you can add on that soulmate description and I can describe that person for you. It just takes a lot of energy for me to do it. But I can definitely help you there. But I do think it's somebody new. I think, although you do have a lot of people that have feelings for you, and I think that you do have a lot of people that care about you, They're not the right people, because if Eddie was the right person, I know you have children with them, but if Eddie was the right person, it would have worked already. Like, I feel like you've given all of your exes more opportunities than, you know what I mean? I think there's still somebody new. I think there's still somebody new. Uh the cards didn't really specify if Eugene was cheating, but let's just say I don't like the energy I was feeling from Eugene. So I don't know if I don't even know for sure. I can't pick up on that for sure, but there's definitely, like, he's definitely communicating with other people. Okay, I don't know how far it's gone though, but pretty much. Okay, maybe not 100%, but he's definitely communicating with other people, and if he hasn't cheated, he's probably going to eventually. Okay, but that's all I think I'm able to get. Too much emotions, too much emotions. You're welcome. Once again, anybody that's watching right now, I'm going to be on here for maybe another 10 minutes, probably only another 5 minutes or so. But no way, I'm on here. I'm promoting my Fiverr gigs. Um, I'll just show them to you. I do tarot card readings on Fiverr. I got a variety of different gigs. You can check them out at fiverr.com/rchristoff. And what I've been doing is I've been going through and I've been reading some of my positive reviews, and I'm doing free sample readings right now. So if there's anybody on here who is new, feel free to subscribe. Type in a question. I'd be happy to answer your question. I'm only gonna give it 5 more minutes. I'm gonna be on here for 5 more minutes, and then I'm gonna stop the stream. But I'm reading through some reviews that people have said about me on Fiverr. This person says, another amazing reading. Thank you, Christoph. I love this story and also really appreciate all the advice. Highly recommended seller. It's just Fiverr.com. So I don't have my own website. I'm exclusively on Fiverr.com. And Fiverr is they sell a whole bunch of things. You can hire people for all sorts of different things on Fiverr. And the web address is down at the bottom of the screen, fiverr.com/rchristoff. That's where you go. And you'll have to log into the Fiverr platform and sign up and stuff. But it's pretty easy. And all you have to do once you kind of sign into the Fiverr account, you click on whichever one of these gigs that you want from me. Okay, like if you want a love reading, and you just pick which one you want, and you say continue, and there you go, and it'll sign you up and everything, and then you can order from me. And Fiverr takes care of all of the bill payments and stuff. It's a pretty great platform. Let's see what other positive reviews I have on here. We're running out of time, folks. I'm only going to be on here for maybe another 3 minutes. Let's see what other positive reviews people have said. Thank you for an honest and sincere reading. You are truly gifted, and I'm very grateful to have chosen you. There is no other better than you, Christoph. Oh, wow, Chris. That's awesome. I've been your client for a long time, and I'm always happy to work with you. Thank you, my friend. Ooh, we got another question. Okay, here we go. We're going to do a free sample reading. Sindel. You say you want to know if your communication will be restored with the guy that you love. You rejected him in the past. Well, let's see what's going to be happening. I'm going to take a look at the future. Now, this is only a sample reading. Okay. This is only a sample reading, but I will do my best to answer this question for you. Do note that a lot of these love readings tend to get complicated, and that's why I have my paid readings on fiverr.com/r Christoph. Okay, let's see. Will communication restore the love between the two of you? Let's see. The first card that we have here. Okay, so the first card that we start with, this is kind of telling the story here. This is the Eight of Cups, and essentially it represents you walking away from this relationship previously. Um, and yeah, it does say you walking away, so it's confirmation of what happened. Let's go on to the next one. The Ace of Wands basically represents the attainment of knowledge. So I do think that there's something that I do think communication will help, because the wand basically talks about how there's knowledge that's missing. I think there's something missing. I think there's something that your former partner doesn't know about why you walked away or what caused that situation. And I think that the guy might be doubting how you feel, and I think maybe he didn't really truly understand how much or why you walked away. Let's go ahead and take a look at the third card. And the third card we have here is the Chariot. And the Chariot represents you getting in the driver's seat and starting up that communication and making this happen. I do think you can bring this back. I do think that you can bring this back, but you're going to have to start this communication. You're going to have to be positive and make this all work for you. Yeah, make this positive and make this all. I think you can bring this back. I think you can bring this back, but there's certain things that he needs to know before he feels comfortable again. But I do think so. Try to open up that communication, make it happen. I think it's going to work. And then I was on point. Thank you. I really love you for your readings. I've already ordered from you before. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much for ordering for me. Yeah, usually like the YouTube account, I'm not doing anything to promote it other than, doing these live streams here and then telling people who order from me to subscribe. We got Allie, new subscriber. Allie Creations. Hi, Allie. I'm only on here for a little while longer. Be happy to answer questions for anybody that pops in the next 2-3 minutes. So Jem says, first time here, I'm confused what's happening in a connection that you are in, would like guidance. So Jem, I'd like you to think about and focus on the person who you're talking about. And let me see if I can get in touch with the energy. I'm only doing a sample reading here. If you do want a full, more detailed reading, I got gigs on Fiverr, fiverr.com/r Christoph. But let's see, Jem, let's see what we're getting. You're confused at what's happening with the connection that you're in, would like guidance. Okay, let's see what's happening between you and this other person. What's the energy here? So, Jem, the first card that I have here, this is the Three of Wands, and this represents you taking a look at your situation from a distance. So basically what this is telling you, the very first card is telling you to really look at this connection that you have that you're confused about, okay? Really look at the actions that the other person has done, really look at the things that you have said, and try to try to look at your situation impartially, okay? So try to look at your situation from a distance and try to reevaluate it. But let's go ahead and look at the next card. The next card we have here is the Emperor. So definitely somebody in relation to this connection. Somebody's like a little bit controlling. I don't think it's you. I think they may be controlling. The Emperor card really talks about somebody who only views things a certain way. Okay, and it's kind of like if you don't do things their way, they don't like it. Let's take a look at the third card that we have here. And this is the Nine of Wands. And this talks about a difficult journey. I do think that things are going to continue to be bumpy here. But something to note about this, if you're willing to put in the time and effort with this connection, you have the possibility of winning. Okay, you have the possibility of moving this forward. I feel like this person is confusing. Their energy is confusing. I feel like they're a bit of a difficult person, Jim. Okay. So do note that this isn't going to get better. It will get better, but you're going to have to put in time and effort in order to move things forward in a positive way. But what you really need to do is reevaluate this connection. Okay, look at how difficult it would be to continue. Look at, the obstacles that may be in the way of this connection and decide whether or not you have the energy to be able to get through it, okay? And note that it's okay if you don't have the energy, okay? It's okay to give up sometimes, okay? But really think about, this is about you. This isn't about them. So really think about if you have the energy to continue with this hot and coldness that's going on, with the judgment that you're getting from them, with the difficulty. It's them. It's not you, okay? They're going to be the same way with other people too. Okay. But really, you need to think about what's best for you emotionally and what's best for you. And if you think that this is too much for you to handle, it's okay to let go and move on. I do think that if you choose to move on, now this is your decision, 100% your decision if you want to move on or not. If you want to stick it out, it will get better eventually, but it's going to take a lot of work. But if you're feeling too drained and you want to give up for a while, that's fine. There's easier people out there. Okay. There are. It just depends on how much energy you have and what you're feeling. If you're feeling really strong feelings and you don't want to give up, then you'll get through it eventually. But if it's too much for you and you think that you can't take it, it's okay to let go. Okay. That's all the cards are seeing for that one. Hopefully that helped you out there, Gem. We got how many more? Here we go. Ali. Um, what Libra A is hiding from you about the situation? That's difficult. That's a really difficult question. That might be a more complicated. I'll pull the three cards, I'll see what they say, but that might be a more complicated reading. That might not be something we can do with the simple sample reading. But let's just see what the cards say. I don't think we'll be able to get that answer without more cards and a more complicated reading. But I'm going to try, okay? I'm going to try, Ali. So, what Libra A hiding from you about the situation? The first card that we have here is the Three of Pentacles. This basically represents multiple people together, working together. Okay. The next card that we have here is the Two of Swords, which represents being stuck, making a decision to go one way or another. I do think this is your decision. I think you're deciding right now whether or not to move away from this person and to find somebody new, find something new. And the third card that we have here is Justice, which represents karma in action. If you put good energy in, you get good energy out. If you put bad energy in, you get bad energy out. I can't really see what it is that they're hiding. I do think that whatever it is they're hiding isn't good. And I think that it's one of those things where you're feeling the bad energy that they're putting out there. All I know about this situation, and we would need more cards to kind of go into this. I'm sorry I can't see more. But there isn't a decision that you're in the process of making. I think there's a decision that you're going to make whether or not to move on or continue. But I feel like there's quite a bit they're hiding. I can't see what it is though, unfortunately. Um Sindel has a question. You confused him. He was in doubt to go farther, so that's why you walked away. What energy were you getting while drawing the cards? I feel like he's still So you walking away could have, I think, may have given him a reality check. I do think that some people, the problem with people is that your emotions and their emotions don't always line up at the same time. I do feel that he cares for you. I do feel from that previous reading that there was a lot of positive emotions there, but you were ahead of him. So you were much further along in your mind than they were. Okay. But I do think that there's a possibility for that to change, provided there's better communication. And I think that's what it all comes down to. But sometimes communication is hard. Okay. I do think that you can bring it back, though. I think there's positivity there. Um, and Ali's asking, is his business problems? I don't think it's business problems. It didn't feel like business to me. It felt like something personal that was causing problems. It's something about personal life. It's not business. I'm pretty sure it's not business. Well, that's about it for me, everybody. I think we're going to stop there for now. Ooh, one more. I'll answer this last question, and then this will be the last question. You want to study abroad, but you keep receiving rejection. Well, there's a big issue with studying abroad. Are you ever going to go? We're gonna do this is studying abroad. I've had somebody else ask a question about this recently, and it is a very complicated subject. It all depends on where you're from and where you want to go, because there's a lot of ins and outs in regards to things that you need in order to study abroad and filling things out. And there's stuff about if you have a criminal record or you don't have a criminal record or past education. There's so many things to consider. But let's see. We'll ask the card simple question. Okay, will you ever study abroad? The first card that we have here is the devil. No, why is it starting with this card? The devil basically represents kind of something holding you back. Okay, it represents something restricting. So I do think there is something about something you're filling out or something that you're saying, or maybe the way that you present yourself or the way you're presenting yourself that is stopping something from moving forward. It could be an energy in your life. It could be a person in your life holding you back. But let's go ahead. Let's take a look at the next card. The next card we have here is strength. You have the determination and strength to move forward with this. So your determination, your strength, that's not the issue. Let's look at the third card. The third card that we have here is the 10 of cups, which represents abundance and confidence. It's not that. I think, you know what? I literally think it's something really small. If there's somebody or an organization where you live that you can consult, I know depending on what country you're from, there's companies that will actually help you fill stuff out in order to study abroad. I think that there's something that you're filling out in the application. I think it's something really small. I think it's something that you're overlooking. I think it's something that shouldn't be a problem, but for whatever reason it is. So if there is an organization or a company where you live that basically helps people find education abroad, or if there's somebody that you know that is um, doing this, you're gonna need. I feel like you need to consult somebody because I think there's something about the way you're filling stuff out, or there's something in the way that you're presenting yourself that, for whatever reason, is getting a negative result. Because I don't think that there's a reason. There shouldn't be anything stopping you from doing this, especially if you're filling out everything properly. I think it's some small thing that's being overlooked that's basically preventing you from being approved. Okay. Nothing bad, not the devil. The devil's not stopping you, okay? But I think it's a small detail overlooked that's basically stopping the whole process, because it says that you're a strong enough candidate. It says that, you have the confidence and everything that you need. So it's something little. I don't know whether or not it's a clerical error or if it's like one piece of the paperwork not being done, or Sometimes too, their name, sometimes the way your name is written isn't your full legal name, and they need your full legal name, and you don't put your full legal name. It's something really small, and you don't think it's your vibe. No, I don't think it is too. I literally think it's something really small that's some small mistake in your application that's stopping you. And I think if there is somebody that you can consult in regards to this, somebody that's either done it before or an organization that can help you and review paperwork and double check, I think that the issue you'll find the mistake. Okay. That's it for me, everybody. Thanks so much for everybody who's tuned into this live stream and participated with this. Once again, I'm doing this live stream to you're welcome. Once again, I'm doing this live stream to promote my Fiverr business that I have. I'm here on Fiverr. You can find me at rchristoff. You can find me at fiverr.com/rchristoff. I have Fiverr gigs on here, and I do tarot card reading. If you're just watching this video now, you can rewind the video and take a look at everything that I've done. I've been going through my Fiverr account. I've been doing live readings. I've also been reading all the positive reviews that I have. If you need help, if you would like a tarot card reading, if you need guidance, advice, or you just want to know what's going on in your love life, career, or you want to know the month ahead, I'm here for you on Fiverr, fiverr.com/rchristoff. There's actually a link in the description. It goes right to this link if you want to check that out. But that's it for me for this live stream. Thanks a lot, everybody. I'm going to be doing these live streams more often. So if you're subscribed, you'll get notified the next time I'm on here. And I'll do some more free readings on YouTube here. That's it for me. Thanks a lot, everybody. See you next time.